The old freight train rumbled through a forgotten stretch of forest, its steel wheels grinding against the rusted tracks that hadn't seen travelers in years. No towns nearby, no stations, just trees and silence. As the train curved into a shadowy bend, engineer Caleb Monroe leaned forward, squinting through the windshield. That's when he saw them. A pack of wolves, standing still, right on the tracks. They didn't snarl, they didn't run, they just stared, silent, unmoving, eyes fixed on the train like sentries guarding a secret. Caleb's hands tightened around the throttle. Wolves out here? That alone was strange. But the way they stood there, not budging even as the train approached, sent a chill down his spine. Slowing the train, he narrowed his eyes. Something was off. The wolves weren't behaving like wolves. There was no fear, no hostility, only a quiet urgency in their gaze. As if they were waiting. The train creaked to a full stop. With a cautious breath, Caleb stepped down onto the gravel, his boots crunching softly beneath him. The wolves didn't move. They watched. One of them, a gray one with a scar along its flank, locked eyes with him. There was something in that look. Not a threat, not fear, a plea. Caleb followed its gaze to the edge of the track, just where the undergrowth curled in. That's when he saw it. A smaller wolf collapsed between the rails. It was barely more than a skeleton wrapped in fur, ribs pressing against its skin, legs trembling with every breath. Its head was trapped inside a rusted metal canister, wedged so tightly it couldn't even lift its snout. Caleb's heart twisted. The wolves shifted nervously as he approached, but they didn't retreat far. Their bodies were tense, protective, but not aggressive. It was as if they knew he was their only hope. Dropping to one knee, Caleb gently gripped the edges of the canister. The trapped wolf whimpered, too weak to resist. He worked slowly, carefully, until with one final tug the metal slipped free. The young wolf collapsed into the gravel, gasping, eyes fluttering open. Its tongue lolled out, dry and cracked. Without thinking, Caleb unscrewed the cap of his water flask and poured a small stream into his hand. The wolf drank, tentative at first, then urgently. The pack watched from a distance. Not a sound, not a growl, just stillness and something like relief. Caleb didn't try to touch the wolf again. He set the flask down beside it, stood, and backed away. The scarred wolf stepped forward, tail low, body cautious. The others followed. One by one they surrounded the injured one, not dragging it, not rushing, just being there, protecting, waiting. Caleb climbed back into the train, still stunned by what he'd witnessed. As the engine groaned back to life and the wheels clattered into motion, he looked back one last time. The wolves were gone, vanished into the trees as silently as they had come. But where they'd stood, where the desperate eyes had pleaded and the broken had been freed, Caleb felt something deep in his chest. Not fear, not wonder, gratitude. For the chance to help, and for the reminder that even the wildest hearts know how to ask for mercy.